Hello, this is Short Me Tina once again from shortmetina.com, doing a video recap for ticker AMZN. Amazon. Right now what you're looking at is a daily chart for the past year or so. So this is actually a trade that we took in the premium member community today. And I'm not sure if folks are aware, but when I was paying attention, I paid a lot of attention to trading activity in pre-market after hours yesterday. Company reported really good earnings and the stock just gapped up in after hours, and it kind of gapped up too in pre-market, right? So let me pull over what we saw in pre-market. So in pre-market this morning, we went as high as $1,664.81 on pretty decent volume, right? Over 700,000 shares were traded. So I said to myself, you know what? So 1,664 is somewhere around here. And if we go back to March, right? The high in March is around 1,600 and let's say 17 or 20, something like that. So we were kind of trading slightly above the previous high. And granted, I'm sort of trading counter trend, right? The trend is up. So normally when a trend is up, you want to be long. But the reason that I shorted this was one, being up 10% in pre-market, a stock that cost this much money seemed a bit ridiculous to me. Also the fact that, we're achieving all-time highs when the market is a bit fickle, said to me that this perhaps was a decent short. So I typically don't enter shorts, right at market opened or in pre-market, but again, I saw it as a golden opportunity. So we got into this trade with a buy zone, or rather a short zone of around 1630 to 1660, right? So we really kind of caught it at the top here. So let me zoom into the hourly trading. So pretty much right out the gate, we didn't even achieve after pre-market high. So we opened up at around 1633, went as high as 1638, right within my buy zone. And it was pretty much downhill from there. We kind of took some profits around 1585. Getting that initial, I want to say that's what, 3 to 4%, right? That moved down. And, I'm really that type of, if the stock is acting right, just leave it alone. If it's showing you a profit, don't touch it, leave it alone. And while it took practically all day to sort of roll over, and I don't think that it's done, in fact, if things go the way I think that they should go with this market and Amazon, I think we can see a potential print of about 1,300. Now, I know Amazon is like one of these higher price stocks, right? It cost, like I said, it costs what? $1,600, but you can't look at it that way, right? So even if you're playing with small size, right? I didn't short that many shares, right? So say for example, you're someone who has maybe $8,000 to $10,000 to put in this trade. That's what? That's anywhere from 7 to 10 shares, something like that. Don't quote me. So from pre-market high of around 1660 to the day's low of like 1570, and after hours today we've kind of rolled over a little bit. That's like 100-point swing, meaning you have basically earned $100 for each share owned. So if you went in with like $8,000 to $10,000, you were able to buy 5 or short 5 or 6 shares of Amazon. That's not hefty, but when you multiply that by 100, you've just made $600, $500 to $600 in one day. So don't focus too much on price, right? It's the move that you're looking for. This is why I rather trade stocks that are higher price, not necessarily in the 1500s. I mean, this is really kind of high. But that's why I usually try to chase points versus penny stocks where you're chasing like 10 cents, 5 cents, 20 cents, And even if you were like that individual, for example, who didn't have 8,000 to trade, and let's say, for example, you only had 3 to 5,000 to put, and you can only afford 3 to 4 shares. Multiply that again by that 100-point swing, and you're still up $300 to $400 in a day. Now, if this target of around $1,300 actually comes to fruition, right? So that would be for someone with a small account, someone that's only trading 3 to 5,000 and only can afford to buy 3 to 4 shares of Amazon. If from, again, you were able to short in our short zone of around, like, say 1630, if we get to 1,300, again, that's $300 profit for every share owned. So if you were only able to buy 3 to 4 shares, that's $900 to $1,200, right? $900 to $1,200, which is a good move considering the initial principal put up. So I always talk about points. You want to trade stocks that can offer up a lot of points. Hence why my trade idea, my short idea in my premium member community at shortmetina.com was Amazon, because I knew Amazon had the points to offer up. And today, obviously we don't know what Monday entails, but today we were able to, depending on your price point, we were able to take about anywhere from like $80 to, let's say, $90 per share. So that's it. So head on over to shortmetina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening. And as always, thank you for the support. And if you have any questions about, my thesis in regards to points and sizing, definitely email me personally, tina@shortmetina.com or support@shortmetina.com. Again, thank you for listening.